With only a few Fridays left, it's important to build up that hype before Jurassic World Evolution releases. Fortunately, Frontier have done just that with the return of Nedry's killer. This week's profile, Dilophosaurus.
Extracting species profile. Dilophosaurus, a genus of theropod dinosaur. It was one of the first larger predatory dinosaurs, though relatively small compared to some of the later theropods. It was around the size of a modern brown bear.
Despite all the fretting on the evolution subreddit that we were in for Estruthia mimus, Frontier have delivered an awesome species profile and our first proper look at the once thought to be a log Dilophosaurus. And it's an awesome introduction for the dinosaur. I love the contrast between its frilled down state, almost looking around cautiously and emitting that trademark and pretty damned cute little Jurassic Park 1-esque cry. Then bam, the frill opens up, the cry turns to an aggressive sort of gargle, and it launches a blob of acidic spit at the camera. It is slightly weird that they didn't actually use the spitting animation, considering we do see it later on in the video, but I did love the return of the camera error effect from the Pachycephalosaurus profile. Whilst the design is obviously based on the Jurassic Park original, it does seem to have been modified slightly, particularly in the frill. The darker shapes towards the head and the other large black dots towards the outside of the frill are there in the original, but are much less noticeable, and they've spruced it up a little bit. It makes it a little bit more interesting to look at. Some other little details include that little curved swathe of white on the face, which is there on the original dinosaur, but it's scarcely seen, and it really does show just how much Frontier have been paying attention. On to the first clip. It's our very first look at carnivore feeding mechanisms outside of the goat. The skin coloration looks slightly different to me on this second one, darker with more shades of brown, but that really could be because of the lighting. It's a dark and stormy night, clearly inspired by the Dilophosaurus' major scene from Jurassic Park, the death of Dennis Nedry. I also love how this massive stack of assorted meats sort of shifts around as the dilo shoves its head in, and how the dinosaur itself doesn't just swallow the food down, but actually nips at it twice whilst it's in its mouth, using that sort of forward motion to push the meat back down its throat. And yes, I hear it. It just looks perfect. Between the design and the sounds, it really feels like Frontier have done one of my personal favourites, absolute justice, and I can't wait to have these roaming around my park. The second clip is even better though. We're back to the stormy darkness. There's rain tumbling from the skies as an escaped Dilophosaurus bears down upon a frightened park guest. You can just about spot their legs or feet in the bottom right as they shuffle away from the encroaching dinosaur. The camera flashes a warning. It's red bordered, text changing to let security know what's going on, but it's too late, as the slick with rain dinosaur lets loose the spit that inevitably incapacitates the park guest and lets the dilo feed. I really hope that in the game there's follow-up to this scene, that our escaped dilos will kill guests just as they did with Dennis Nedry all those years ago, spitting to blind them before launching a melee attack. It's just perfect looking at this, it really is, and considering how incredibly weakened the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis Dilophosaurs were, I'm really excited to have some super threatening ones back in our parks. I mean, just look at how the frill shakes as the dilo gets ready to strike, how it lowers its body in preparation for the spit, how the skin shines in that rain. That is one spooky looking little dinosaur, and I cannot wait. Frontier knocked it out of the park this week by bringing a fan favourite back in absolute style. We didn't learn much about the game itself, other than a good close-up of the meat trays that'll supplement our carnivores, but damn, who really cares when we get a Dilophosaurus like this? Let me know what you guys think of the newest arrival down below, and remember to let me know if there's any evolution topics you'd like to hear me cover, and do hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Cheers, much love, and as always, bye bye. Quick little shout out at the end, this video and others like it would not be possible at all without the support of you guys watching me at home, and also everyone on this Patreon page right here who supported me in the last month. If you want to help out as well, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. Every little really helps. Cheers.